Good morning, everybody. It's Vapix here, and today we have some more spoilers. These are the last spoilers that I think I will have for this expansion. We have some neutral spoilers, and today we are showing off the Imperial Army. We've got a couple cards here today. We've got one meh and one very, very exciting card. The card that I think is meh is Terrain Defenses. Terrain. Man, I'm going to leave that in. Just so you know how dumb I am. Terran Defenses. It's 4 energy tactic. Give frontline to your troops. All of your troops, by the way. Give +1/+1 to your infantry troops in play. I think it's kind of maybe okay in like Lucretia. If you can spam everything out and go, they all have +1/+1 on frontline. I think that is the only time that this is going to be useful, to be honest. Like, it doesn't draw you a card. I wish it cycled as well for 4 energy. And the only deck that I can really think that can get troops out early for cheap and still kind of maybe have a bunch on your next turn would be Lucretia. So potentially that's the only deck this is going to be useful in, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Anyways, that's all there is to say about this card. There's really not much else to say about it, so let's move on. So next up is a card I really wasn't expecting to ever see in this game, and that is a neutral mission. This is the Imperial Army mission, and just because it's Imperial Army means you can play it with any deck you want, so double mission decks, because for the meme, I'm totally going to do it somehow. I don't know how. Maybe with the mission for Salamanders, because theirs is like infantry troops. Spicy, maybe. I'm going to do it. Watch out for that video. Anyway, so mission. Cost 1. Start your turn with 2 or more Solar Auxiliary troops in play 3 times. That's not too hard to do, I don't think, with some Warlords. Especially something like Lucretia. Again, they're looking very tech towards Lucretia. So you could very much deal with that. I'm thinking maybe Spicy Salamanders, but we will see. We will see. Definitely looking Lucretia as not a meme, but we'll see how we go. Anyways, Lord Marshal, the reward. Now this is very similar to the Orphans of War mission. It is a 0 cost that you get to play once a turn, put in play a random Solar Auxiliary troop, return this card to your hand at the end of your turn. It's actually better because it puts it in play, but it's worse because you can't pick the troop. So the benefit is it just puts it in play. You could get a 6 drop, it's in play, a 10 drop, it's in play, or a 1 or 2 drop and it's in play and you're like, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's free value every single turn, and this could be quite good for a lot of decks that kind of run out of steam. It is a troop every single turn for free, which is really, really nice. I'm actually a really big fan of this mission because I love the missions that aren't super hard to do, but also aren't I win buttons. Like, this one is very, very similar to that Orphans of War one, and I really, really like that. Like, it's so much less polarizing than what a lot of the other missions are. They either are really, really hard to do and say I win the game, or are maybe also still really hard to do and really don't do too much. So this one that doesn't win you the game, but is really not that hard to do, because a lot of times in these sorts of decks, you are going to get a lot of Solar Auxiliary troops out on the field early, and you're going to keep them out. So potentially it is quite easy to do, but we'll see how it happens. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. The cards are up here now that we've got only 2 cards for the spoilers, because there are less neutrals than there are the other cards, so a bit of a smaller spoiler reveal, but I hope keen to check out the rest of the cards that come. Maybe we'll get a mission for Chaos and for Mechanicus, which could make things really interesting. Anyways, guys, have a great one, and I will see you next time. Bye.